guys, it's getting to that time of year when teachers start going on at you about preparing for GCSEs or year 10 mocks or even university exams and college exams and all that. When I was doing my GCSEs, I sat down and just was like, where do I start? I had no idea what to do, no idea where to start or anything like that. So I really wanted to make this video today for you guys so I could go over a couple of tips, tricks and what I prefer doing, how I did mine, how I went through mine, and just kind of try to help you in your GCSEs. So if you want to know more, keep watching. Remember guys to subscribe, like, comment, share, put the bell on, all that if you enjoy this video. So my first tip would be an example. So in French, if you've got to learn for your speaking exam, I'll plan it all out first. I'm going to learn this much today, this much tomorrow, this much this day. What I like to do is write on a whiteboard and I'll write the full paragraph out. I'll read it out loud a few times. I'll wipe one word off, read it out loud, and then fill that word in, but like fill it in my head, like say it, but don't write it back down again. Keep doing that. Keep taking like one word out, two words out. You know, you can even get your mum or your friend to take the words out for you. But keep taking words out, and eventually you'll be able to memorise the whole paragraph without needing the board. So that's one that I find really helpful, especially for memorising things like text. My next tip would be using posters. So this is just a piece of work that I've just seen on my desk. So if I stuck this on my wall, and every time I walk past, I'll see that, and I'll be like unintentionally engaging in it and learning from it. I'll be sat in my exam, and then a question about, for example, exotherms. Sit there and think exotherms, and I can vision it, I can see it in my brain. It also helps using like bright colours, big texts, different layouts. Like in my GCSEs with my music GCSE, we had to remember like I think 12 different pieces of music. And for these pieces of music, you had to have score. You've got to learn about, you know, the key it was in, the history of it, different key changes, tones, artists, all that kind of thing. So I like to do mind maps with mine. So like in music, I do a big mind map, and then you'll unintentionally be revising and engaging in it. My third tip would be the organisation and preparation. So when you first start, you can look at it all and think, oh my god, how am I going to do that? So what I like to do is get my laptop up, and I like to go onto Excel, and then go into Excel and I like to make a spreadsheet. But if you've got like 6 months before your exams, you can break it all down into even slots. So you've got weekly slots. So I'll do like on a Monday I revise French for half an hour, then science. On a Tuesday I revise maths and English, and break it down so that you can cover each topic in each part and not have to think, oh my god, I've got 2 days to do the whole of French and German and Spanish and English. And so you can then make it more manageable and more realistic. So my next tip goes in a little bit with the second tip about the posters. It's just more make your revision engaging. Use pictures, use big fonts, use colours. Find something that works for you. Personally, I enjoy using things like visually, aesthetically pleasing, because it sticks in my brain more. I'll have a question on the exam and I'll be like, oh, that was a pink bubble on my mind map, that was a purple bubble, that kind of thing. So I think that really helps. That always helps me anyway, but everyone's different. My fifth is probably one of my favourites. I know I said this about the other one, but this is a really helpful one for me. I find when you're revising sometimes it's difficult to just sit down and read. I really struggle just sitting down and just reading and just revising. So one thing I sometimes like to do, my small subject, break it up in small bits, do a small presentation on it, and then teach your parents it, teach your friends it, teach your aunts these subjects, because you teaching, you want to show off your teaching skills. You want to show off and be like, oh yeah, I know this cool fact. I'll be like going through it and I want to find out more about it so I can explain it better and have a better understanding of myself to be able to teach someone else it. So I'd be like, oh, the ectotherm this, that, and fully explain it to them. You explaining it is you unintentionally lodging it into your brain and teaching yourself it at the same time. Tip number 6 does link very much into tip number 5, but do test each other. So instead of teaching each other, then test each other. So if it was on Macbeth Play, you can go through and pick out different key points of the story, or we did Inspector Calls as well. So you can go through the story and say, right, why did this character do this? Who said this quote? Write down about 5 or 10 questions. Do this often, you know, you'll answer it. And then if you answer it wrong, you'll learn from the mistakes. So do test yourself. Just ask yourself small questions. Ask each other questions you don't know. And then research, actually find the right answers out. I then have my questions in a jar. You could use literally anything, like just something like this. I just get a little piece of paper, write down, you know, for example in French, if you can't remember what chambre means, write that down, then write the definition of it, or any keywords in any subject. Small facts, just write them down. Write down on one side of the question or the word, look at it, think about it. If you don't know it, turn it over, look. If you don't know it, say it, turn it over, look, see if you got it right. I found that really helpful. I used to like to do that before bed every night. So every day I'd write out like an extra 5, put them in the jar. So I was getting them continuously right. I'd take them out and put them in a different jar because this is my correct jar, but I'd keep going over those. Tip number 8 is games and puzzles. So make it fun, make it engaging. Have a game of Trivial Pursuit. Make your own Trivial Pursuit game, for example, and every time you land on a square you've got to answer a question about geography. You get it right, you get a cheese, etc. Keep doing things like that. Make it more engaging. Create your own games. While you're creating the games, it's still putting it in your head. When you're writing the questions out, that is engaging. That will put it into your head a lot more. Presentations online is definitely a good one because I find they can be fun to make, and while you're making it all the time, make it colourful, you know, make it engaging, have fun making it. And these online presentations will really help because you can look back at them. I feel like online presentations can be good for not only for just revision, but even if you need to go and look back at it before, you know, an exam, or if you're writing out some homework or anything, look back at it, and you can look at things like YouTube. What I do when I'm making online presentations is I look at YouTube videos. So if it's about rocks in geography, so for example, if it's about rocks in geography, I'd go online, look at different YouTube videos, look at different people who've done that kind of thing, and get all the information I need. YouTube videos are very, very helpful for homework and for revision, I find. So find someone that's good on YouTube for that kind of thing. I can help you and give you some names that I used to use. If that kind of thing, just message me or comment below and I'll let you know. Use online sources and make yourself little presentations up, and then you've got all your information you need for that subject all in one. My last top tip is a must, and you really, really have to do this. Well, you don't have to, but I would definitely recommend you doing this. I think without these, I would not have passed any of my GCSEs, and I passed all of them. And this is past papers. All of your teachers will have gone on about them. You'll have done so many of them. This is the reason we have mocks. But really, guys, honestly, do them. It is worth the time. It's worth the effort. You learn so much from them. You answer so many questions that not only do the questions teach you not what not to put in the exam when you get it wrong, but they also teach you more about the subject in general. You answer a question in a past paper, you've got to answer it in full. You're getting more practice, and the more past papers you do generally, the better you do at them, the less stressful they are, and the higher grades you will get. So if you take anything away from this, guys, I would say past papers are a must. So guys, that's been my top 10 tips when it comes to GCSE revision, and I hope you enjoyed this. I've definitely enjoyed filming it. I do like talking about tips and hints and things that I've learned, and I enjoy watching these as well because I have watched quite a few when I was preparing for my GCSEs. If you've got any other tips that you want to share with me, then let me know in the comments or message me. Make sure to check out my socials, subscribe, like, comment, all of that. Make sure that bell is on the subscription as well so you get notifications every single time I upload. This video. No. To a thing, like a spider map. Is that a word, spider map? Web map? Spider map? And then mind map. That was it, mind map. Why are you watching this? Well, that one was underlined in a green snake. In your help. My journey. I find sometimes when you do Did you know that? No. You can get a lot, like, very, very procrastinate. Bye, guys.